Picture this. You've poured your heart into building the perfect app, but as users flood in, it stumbles, pages lag, databases choke, and frustrated users abandon ship. Now imagine flipping the script. With a few masterful tweaks, your app transforms into a lean, mean performance machine, blazing fast, scalable, and earning rave reviews. These aren't just optimizations. They're the tools that turn good apps into legendary ones, ready to handle millions of users without breaking a sweat. In the next 20 minutes, we'll unpack 20 game-changing techniques, from database wizardry to network sorcery, that every full-stack developer needs to master. Welcome to Full Stack Dev, where we don't just code, we build apps that fly. Imagine your database as a massive library. Without an index, every query is like searching for a book by flipping through every page in the building. Add indexes, and it's like giving your database a magical librarian who instantly knows where to find everything. Queries that took seconds now finish in milliseconds. But beware, over-indexing can bloat your storage and slow down writes. Choose your indexes wisely, like a chef picking just the right spices. Every byte you send over the network is a burden. Uncompressed payloads are like shipping a truckload of feathers, bulky and slow. Enable gzip or Brotli compression, and watch your data shrink by up to 70%. Pages load faster, users stay happy, and bandwidth costs plummet. Think of it as vacuum sealing your data, same content, smaller package, delivered in a flash. Multiple AP calls for a single page load. That's like sending a delivery truck back and forth for each item in your cart. Group requests into a single batch or use GraphQL to fetch exactly what you need in one go. Less chatter, faster results. Your app becomes a well-orchestrated symphony, not a chaotic ping-pong match of network requests. HTTP 1.1 is a single-lane road, forcing resources to queue up. HTTP, it's a multi-lane highway where images, scripts, and styles load side by side. Enable HTTP 2, and your app's assets stream in parallel, slashing load times and boosting user satisfaction. It's like upgrading from a horse-drawn cart to a fleet of sports cars. Serving assets from a single server? That's like mailing packages from one warehouse to the entire world. A content delivery network scatters your assets across global edge servers, delivering them to users from the closest location possible. Your app feels local, no matter where your users are, faster loads, happier faces. Every library and framework you add is extra baggage, bloating your app and slowing it down. Audit your dependencies. Swap heavy libraries for lightweight alternatives or write custom solutions for simple tasks. Your app becomes a sleek, agile sprinter, not a lumbering giant weighed down by excess code. One server handling all traffic? That's a single waiter serving an entire restaurant during rush hour. A load balancer spreads requests across multiple servers, preventing crashes and ensuring smooth performance. It's like hiring a team of waiters to keep every table happy, no matter how busy it gets. When traffic spikes, throwing more hardware at the problem can be a quick win. More CPU, more RAM, more power. Vertical scaling is like upgrading your car's engine to handle a heavier load without breaking a sweat. But it has limits. There's only so much horsepower you can add before you need a new strategy. Why hit the database for the same data over and over? That's like rereading a book every time you need a quote. Caching stores frequently access data in memory, think Redis or Memcached, for instant retrieval. Your app responds like a speed reader, delivering results before the user even blinks. Opening a new database connection for every request is like building a new road for every car trip. Connection pooling keeps a reusable set of connections open, slashing overhead and boosting throughput. Your app runs like a well-oiled machine, with no wasted effort on redundant tasks. Heavy tasks like sending emails or processing images can clog your app's arteries, slowing everything down. Message queues like RabbitMQ or Kafka offload these tasks to run asynchronously, keeping your app responsive. It's like hiring a dedicated team to handle the heavy lifting while your app stays focused on the user. John is readable, but bulky. Serializing data inefficiently is like sending a novel when a postcard would do. Use formats like protocol buffers or Avro for compact, fast serialization that saves bandwidth and CPU. Your app communicates like a telegraph, short, sharp, and straight to the point. Vertical scaling has limits. Eventually, one server can't handle the load, no matter how powerful. Horizontal scaling adds more servers, like opening new checkout lanes to handle a rush of customers. With tools like Kubernetes, your app scales effortlessly, keeping performance rock solid. Loading every image and script upfront is like serving a 10-course meal before the guest is hungry. Lazy loading defers non-critical resources until they're needed, speeding up initial page loads. Your app feels snappy, keeping users engaged without overwhelming their browser. Sloppy queries are like asking a librarian to read every book to find one fact. Optimize your SQL with proper joins, selective columns, and avoiding NI1 problems to make your database sing. Your app responds faster, and your database thanks you for the lighter workload. Synchronous tasks block your app, like a chef waiting for one dish to finish before starting the next. Sync processing with tools like Node.js or Python's Asyncio lets tasks run in parallel, keeping your app fluid. Users get instant responses, even while heavy computations hum in the background. Bulky CSS and JavaScript files slow down your app, like carrying a heavy backpack on a sprint. Minification strips, whitespace and comments, shrinking file sizes without changing functionality. Your app loads faster, and users enjoy a smoother experience with less waiting. A single database struggling with massive data? It's like one chef cooking for a stadium. Sharding splits your database into smaller manageable pieces, each handling a subset of the load. Your app scales horizontally, serving millions without breaking a sweat. Too many API requests can overwhelm your servers, like a crowd rushing a ticket booth. Rate limiting caps the number of requests per user, ensuring fair access and preventing crashes. Your app stays stable, even when traffic spikes unexpectedly. Why make users wait for resources they'll need next? That's like a chef prepping ingredients only after an order. Prefetching loads critical resources in the background, making navigation feel instantaneous. Your app anticipates user moves, delivering a seamless experience every time. These 20 techniques are your toolkit for crafting apps that don't just work. They dominate, scaling effortlessly, and delighting users. Start small. Pick one optimization, like caching or compression, and watch your app transform overnight. Subscribe to Full Stack Dev for more deep dives into building high-performance apps that stand the test of scale. Next time, we'll explore microservices, how to break your app into lean, independent pieces for ultimate flexibility.